Hello, it's Rudabure, the first time DM for this session. We'll see how this turns out. It's gonna be hilarious and probably horrible.
Very.
Okay.
And my turn. I am Rosie, among many other things.
We know that you have like 10,000 nicknames.
Yes, this time I'm going to be playing as Ashi, the shifter monk of mercy. I am Swift Dread. I'm a kitty cat. And Scylla?
Nitori-chan.
Okay. Alright, Nitori-chan. What's your character's name?
Margarita.
Yeah, there you go.
Margarita, last name.
Scylla.
Yeah.
Yay. Alright then, what's her race?
She's an octopus lady.
Okay. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. I'll just hear you say octopus siren. What's her class?
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer Warlock.
Yeah.
Wild magic sorcerer. It's gonna be great.
It's going to be fun.
Good.
I am a first timer too, but as a player, so it's going to be epic.
Right.
That's going to be very epic, yes.
It's gonna be hilarious.
No.
It'll be fun. But yeah.
Remember, have fun.
We will have fun.
Alright then. So, I guess we'll get started with with what's going on. So, for the last couple of days, you've been traveling from farther up north.
Yeah?
You know, after your recent adventure, let's see here. When you ended up like slaughtering a few bandits who decided that it'd be a smart idea to go after the cat lady and the octopus that may or may not be more powerful than they are.
Okay.
But yeah, seeing that you really would like to finally find a town, like get some rest, you did hear of a town nearby called Limani.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really know much about it, but hey, it's just a bit southwest of you. So you continue your journey, and you finally reach the northern gate. I don't know why my screen suddenly changed.
Oh, no, either.
Okay, there you go. The north. What you notice is that the north wall itself has no gate, so you actually have to travel a bit farther to the east and go to the northern side of the eastern wall.
Northeast, got it.
As you head down to that side, you notice that there's a small house. It appears to be a checkpoint. And you notice a pretty bored looking guard, just like waiting for things to happen, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Right. So things are off. What do you do?
We're gonna approach. Put on our best smiles.
Okay. Let's see here. What does Margarita do?
I'm going to do the same, maybe. I don't really know what.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and assume that you're going to try your best to hide behind Ashi, despite the fact that you're taller than her.
Definitely. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna have this kind of grin wildly, and he's gonna wonder what's so funny.
Okay, the guard actually like notices you, because passive perception, and like, all right, who brought in the cosplay?
What do you mean cosplay? Ashi says.
Oh, you're actually a cat lady.
Yeah.
Well, that makes a few more shifters to add to town over here. Ugh. He
They're all
gets
just
off
like
his
me?
seat. He gets off his seat. All right then, what brings you here?
Okay, so the motion that you gave us, that so we were tracking down some person.
No, you're actually just like travel. You're just like going in nowhere in particular. But
Oh, okay,
after
right.
killing some bandits, you decide like maybe it's just time to like go get some rest. It's
Okay,
currently
then.
midday.
Okay. We're looking for some place to stay for a while. But did you just say shifter?
Yep, we have a few in town. But pretty sure like perhaps if you're interested, you can speak with like I believe his name is Rova and Cujo. They are farmhands. Pretty great guys, mind you.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Could you direct us to a tavern or an inn, or not a tavern, an inn rather?
Well, seeing as you're on the northern gate, you'll have to go into the city. Be sure to check in with the guard house a bit closer on the south side of this gate here. Once you do, once they are actually sure that you're not here to like rob us or anything, please don't attempt to do anything like that because we will rough you up.
Noted. Duly noted.
So, just take the first left down the street, past Rova's farm, then take the next right. You'll arrive at Silverfish Inn.
Great. Thanks, sir.
Alrighty, and what's with this tentacle girl? She is not going to shrivel up.
Archie looks at the undisguised Margarita. Not sure why she's undisguised.
Yes.
Hmm.
Who's still hiding behind me, apparently.
I
What
don't
do you
know
respond?
what to say.
Anything that goes. Anything goes. You can also just whimper.
What does Margarita do?
Is she gonna stay conscious, or is she just gonna flop over dramatically?
Magikarp, use splash.
Is she gonna throw a tantrum and just wriggle on the ground?
Come on, you got this.
Keep trying to hide.
Okay, she's not much of a talker. That actually seems
I'm
kind of
afraid not.
suspicious.
I'm afraid not. Don't worry. She's just a little shy.
All right. Okay, he doesn't actually seem very pleased with that remark or pleased with that explanation. We'll keep our eyes on you.
Feel free.
All right, head in.
There's plenty to admire.
Haha.
Oh.
Not funny.
Also, that laugh was not in character. Just for clarification.
All right.
Because it's so dorky.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Oh.
All right then. So, do you head into town?
Yes, we do, naturally. And we go
Alright.
and check in the guardhouse as the guard suggests we do.
All right. You speak with it. Sorry. Once you go in, you see actually a couple of guards. One of them just speaks with you and like asks you about what you're here for. You give them the same spiel as what you did with the checkpoint guy outside, I assume.
The spiel of we're looking for someone to stay, and this is a very shy lady.
Pretty much.
I guess so.
Does Margarita still use splash as a Magikarp?
But she can't use splash.
The idea is, does she decide to actually interact with the world? Or is she just gonna make my back her impromptu new home?
She gonna try maybe a
Okay,
little
so what did she
bit.
do then? What did she do? How does she try?
Try to talk a bit.
So what does she say?
To the guards.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Remember,
the
you have motivation. You have a motivation. We have reason to travel.
okay. Considering how Margarita is kind of like being quiet and trying to do her best to hide, both guards raise an eyebrow. What's wrong with her?
She rolls her eyes slightly and pats Margarita's back, and try and push her slightly forward. This here is my companion. She is not used to people like you.
Got something against men?
No, just humans, I suppose.
Must be a human hater. Oh,
No, don't worry.
Right, sure. Don't worry. We've seen people like that.
Hello.
Oh, it speaks.
I am.
You are Ni. You're... The both of the guards look at each other.
Margarita?
Both the guards look at each other and just tell you to like scram. Basically, you're kind of wasting their times.
I just look at her and kind of just go to her along saying slowly, Margarita. And then motion us for her to repeat.
Margaritaville.
I'm kidding.
Introduce yourself.
Use your words.
I am Margarita.
See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Says Ashi.
One of the guards whispers, "Yes, it was. It was annoying."
Ashi just gives that particular guard an amused stare for a second.
Alrighty then.
I don't know what else we're supposed to be doing out of character, by the way.
No, but now that you're actually in town.
Yeah. The most awkward interaction ever.
Yes, it is. But it's a starting point for Sylvie.
Yeah.
Alright then. So once you make your way down to the town, you notice that to your right, which is northern side of town, are a whole bunch of small houses. Not very the most how do I say this? They're very humble, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I would imagine we know what you mean.
Alright then. You come to a crossroad. One continues west, another goes south.
Yeah.
Which way do you go?
We're supposed to go northwest, weren't we? Northeast, rather.
Northeast?
Yeah, one wants to go to them.
I'm going to like see if you I'm going to actually see, like, I guess you weren't really paying attention. Go ahead and like roll me history.
Okay, sure.
Remember to go to the dice roll channel.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. 20.
Let's see here. Where's
roll?
Oops, wrong. There it is. Ashi proficiency.
Is it exclamation point R or exclamation point roll?
Yeah, either or.
Okay. D20 plus.
+1. Well, this is gonna turn out great. Okay, good enough. Alright.
Yay!
From what you recall from speaking with the guard, he said to go south and then west.
Yeah, southwest.
All right. Hold
Quite
on.
the opposite.
Okay, hold on. Let me just.
The history of 5 minutes.
Oh, whoops. I meant play. Freaking heck. There you go.
Nice.
I forgot to enable looping. Whoops.
Good job.
GG.
Indeed. Alright
Alright,
then. So you continue heading south. You notice
Yes.
that you notice that there are just a couple of like houses, both to your left and to your right. Both of you do anyway.
Mhm.
We notice that you actually notice that some of them are empty. I mean, they aren't like big or amazing or anything, but some of them just seem empty.
Huh.
That's a bit weird.
That is indeed weird. Ashim just makes note of it, but doesn't say anything about it.
As you continue south, to your left, you actually see what looks like a ranch.
A ranch.
Mhm.
What do they have there?
You can't really see this. You can't really see that well. The gates aren't that low. But you do smell like animals like cows and manure, I suppose.
Makes sense.
With your passive perception, by the way, you can also like make out what sounds like some horses as well.
Fair enough.
To your right, you see what looks like a very lavish gate. And
A lavish gate?
And beyond it is actually very green.
Huh.
You know, as opposed to like the ground of the rest of the town.
Hmm.
As you continue further south, you notice that that's also beyond the gate is a very large mansion.
Very interesting. They have a mansion out there, but the rest of the town is kind of simple and not very well made.
As you continue down south, you slowly see a border between the ranch and what appears to be a farm.
I have no idea what the inn is so far in, but okay.
For the most part, looks like let's see here. Actually, how would I roll this one? I guess I'll just add it to you then. I guess maybe the smart thing to do would have been to ask the guard why the inn was so far in. Ha, get it?
Yes.
The inn's so far in.
We wouldn't know that because we didn't know there was a farm over there. So many ranches.
Oh, remember he did tell you that you like pass by Rover's farm.
Yeah, but I think we wouldn't think it's that far in.
So you continue south, and you actually hit a major road. You turn right, which is west, and you actually see huge signs on what appears to be a large inn, a large building. It says Silverfish Inn. All right, what do you do?
We of course walk up to the door and enter. And look around a little bit. Unless Margarita wants to do something entirely different.
Like, I don't know, freaking play with the horses that we just saw like 5 minutes ago.
I'm going to follow.
Okay. All right then. You open the simple doors, and from what you can see, there seem to be a few customers inside. Some of them actually look like sailors. Some of them look like vagrants, and well, you see a few maids. Well, not maids, waitresses. English.
A bit different.
Yep. A few waitresses, and the innkeeper like noticed y'all. Oh, customers! Alright, let's see here. Got a spare table over there. What can I get for you? The innkeeper, by the way, looks like a... Let's see. Looks like an old dwarf.
Okay. Hello there, sir. We're mostly looking for somewhere to stay, but what do you have on the menu?
Well, for the most part, we do... For the most part, we do our seafoods over here. It is the Silverfish Inn, after all.
Understandable.
Now then, I guess what I'd recommend would probably be the house special. Has a...
And what does that mean?
It has a... Let's see, it has grilled tilapia, it has some calamari, and for you, and for you Yamato folk, we also have this thing that I just learned how to make. It's called a sushi.
Huh. Interesting. She turns toward Margarita. Did they have things like that where you're from?
Not.
Also, you know what? It just occurred to me.
Make words.
Alright. Oh wait, never mind.
I am sorry.
Are you sorry in character or out of character?
That's a good question.
Why?
So yeah, basically the menu is going to be things like grilled fish, fish soup, shark fin soup, etc.
That's very
Literally
specific.
almost any seafood stuff.
Well, at least it varied.
But granted, at least they actually do have vegetables in the menu.
Seafoods.
And as she asked Margarita what she would like, if anything.
I mean, she lives under the sea, well, so that means that she does eat a lot of seafood.
Obviously. The question is sushi. Asha doesn't know anything about it except the name, but it sounds interesting.
What is sushi?
Okay, are you asking the innkeeper?
You would have me, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright then, so you asked the innkeeper, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the innkeeper looks at you and notices your octopus tentacles. Well, how do I say this without being mean? Well, it's mostly fish with rice, and vinegar, and salt, and sugar.
Nice save.
There are some variants that do include octopus, but I don't think we use octopus people. You're actually a rare sight. What are you?
That would be very concerning if you did this, and I'm glad that you specified.
You're welcome. So, what is this girl? I don't think I've ever seen an octopus lady before.
Ashia looks at Margarita for a second. Come on. You can do this.
What, cat got her tongue?
Among other things.
I swear
She's
this
Margarita. She is my friend, and she's very timid, not used to speaking with other people much.
I swear this entire session is going to be Margarita not saying anything and just acting like Fluttershy.
Let's not do that, Zilla.
I am.
You did it.
I'm pretty sure that's
Try
gonna be
your
the most
best.
of this session.
You try your best to be proactive if you can.
I don't really know what to say, though.
For
That's
one
the
thing,
thing.
imagine don't think about what you would say. Think about what your character would say.
That's what I am doing. That's why I take 14 hours to
Try to limit how much time you think about things, though. Like, just understand that she is a bit timid. And you have a rule set to go by. She might be more passive than Ashi, for instance, and will tend to defer to her. But if she is put on the spot, she might actually do at least answer simple questions or ask simple questions.
What was the simple question?
Well, you're wondering. Well, right now the question is, what would you like to eat? What would you like to eat? Would you
Well,
like to try the sushi or the house special?
he also asked what's up with you because you are completely exotic to him. And I guess
That as well.
and I guess the rest and I guess the rest of the bar patrons. Or in-patrons.
Probably would have to turn some heads.
Yep.
Because for some reason she's undisguised. I don't know why you decided that she was undisguised.
Because it'd probably be funnier that way. Also, she never specified.
Of course.
That would be. That's funny. I know.
Okay.
You know,
So,
just a little communication would help. By the way, Sylvie.
A little communication.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, talk to Emmy and me, like force things that your character would be doing. Because you didn't say anything, I went ahead and I went ahead and said that you were undisguised.
We'll say it's something we're trying.
Trying.
It's something we're trying out. See how people react. Now, try to do something about it, or are we just gonna be like, okay, this is done. We're gonna go back to you being disguised again. Your choice. Do something.
And I think I am going to remain undisguised, maybe. But
Well, that's
I
the
don't.
thing that we're supposed to do. But for now, answer the questions asked. Would you?
Yeah. In which case, like.
What's up
with
with me?
Yes. Like he said, you are pretty much exotic to him.
What could could my character respond to that? That's the question.
I guess to help you out, maybe she'd explain where she's from.
Yeah.
See.
I will explain a little bit where I came from very shyly, or something like.
All right then. Do you want to just go with that, Emmy, or do you want her to actually like say it to the innkeeper?
No. That's fair.
Okay, is it good enough?
It gets simple. Yeah, it gets simpler that way. You can either describe the action, or you can actually say it.
Okay, so let's see here.
And now she pats her on the back.
Good
with a
job.
little bit of force.
This is gonna be a great session. One we have a tongue-tied DM, and we have a very, very shy player.
Oof.
Alright then. So, let's see here. So he did recommend you the house special. That one's actually pretty expensive. Strangely enough.
How expensive?
20
20 gold
pieces.
Gold?
Yep.
Feels...
That's a bit expensive.
I have a fair bit.
Yep.
The way Ashi will do things is that she doesn't really have any preferences, so she'll kind of just get whatever that she gets. So it's up to her.
On the upside though, the house special is big enough for, I suppose, 2 people who don't eat much.
You decide her culinary fate.
This is the most dramatic part of the story.
what we are going to eat.
Exactly. The most dramatic part is deciding whether to eat the sushi or not.
Will you eat the sushi? Will you?
Insert Ace Attorney team here.
Can you justify not eating it? Can you justify eating it? Who is right or wrong in this setting?
Corner
What
team.
is truth? What is right? What is wrong? What is morality?
What is waffles?
This session is already ridiculous.
My goodness.
And we only did one dice roll. I am sorry
because we
for
haven't had to lately with what we needed to talk about.
Okay, I'm gonna. If
You
this doesn't progress, I'm gonna make a dice roll. And you wouldn't like it when I make a dice roll.
my
Do you want to just
Can we-
like, do you want to just like go ahead and like take the lead and just like buy the house special while Margarita's not saying anything?
Margarita is very indecisive, and how do I say? Indecisive. She doesn't really know what to eat.
Oh, okay.
Well, if I take the lead, I would ask if they have anything that is cheaper. Just out of principle, because of course, monk.
All right then. He ends up like saying that that's let's see, there is like the regular grilled fish. Depends on what kind of fish you'd like though, or what kind of other seafood, like squid. No, he's not being insensitive. He's just saying the menu.
This is the part where Margarita should probably be a little bit shocked and nauseated at the thought. But
she kinda knows they don't eat her.
that is
But-
real
But she's too shy to react or something.
too shy to react.
Is that even a thing?
Yes, I think. But, no, that's
Of course,
that's stupid.
Of course, if there's anything that Margarita is too shy.
She looks at she looks at the direction a little bit
Apparently,
when they
shyness.
say squid.
Apparently, shyness is a shield against anything, which means she can't die. She's immortal. She's too shy to die.
Apparently.
Why are we escalating to these things?
Oh, okay then.
That's gonna be a superpower. Just
Apparently.
throw her in the basket.
No,
You can't die. Either way, she's too shy.
she's visibly a little bit uncomfortable, but not for very long.
Now, Archie this responds to the innkeeper with, I will be content with whatever fish you decide is good.
All right. Oh, okay then. So he calls upon one of the what's it called? Waitresses and asks her to inform the chef to go ahead and make some grilled fish. Probably tilapia, because that's the most common fish that they seem to have.
Yes.
Alright, he gives you the price, and like that, and it's still expensive, but significantly more reasonable. Price is going to be 5 gold pieces, that already includes the drink. Will you pay him?
Of course we'll pay him, duh.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay, next question. Who's
The
paying him?
Okay, let's see. I will, of course, be inclined to do it.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and like put
So
it
I'm
as 500.
Please deduct from my total. Thank you.
Minus 5. Okay.
Pretty much, and she'll have this very slight, but almost imperceptible, twitch as she does it.
Okay, is Margarita going to eat anything, or is she just going to? rip
That's
the
just
statue?
that's just to inform her character, not necessarily to cause any sort of interaction. Oh,
Okay, so is she going to eat or not?
it's Marguerite.
Uh,
Remember,
I
just
think
narrate what you're doing.
She's going to ask the same thing as
We presumably have the same thing. I guess, unless you
she's
are more hungry than I am.
she's going to ask the same thing as I can't I can't say the name of Rosie's character.
Ashi.
She's going to take the same thing as she.
I'll have the same thing as her. I'll have what she's having. Okay.
You cut out at the best part.
And I am going to pay them, of course.
Good.
Okay, so we pay for our own things. Good.
Okay, good. So that's -5 from each of you. Alright then. Let's see here. One of the waitresses directs you to a table for you to sit. Granted, like I said earlier, it is strangely this table's this inn is actually full, or pretty full rather, with only one table remaining. Most of from what you can tell with the other patrons, they like I said earlier, they seem to be sailors or other travelers.
Alright, fair enough. She looks around a little bit.
Same thing. Looks around.
Please.
Let's see here. Let's see, do you just wait for your meal, or just like try to like parlay with some of the, or like speak with some of the other patrons?
Actually, she has no particular reason to do it.
Alright.
She just closes her eyes and meditates, I guess.
Okay, what about Margarita?
She have no reason to speak to anyone, and she's
just gonna be a
shy.
voyeur. She's gonna stalk people from her table.
She's going to with Ashi. Did I spell it right?
Aashi.
Yeah.
Well, this is going nowhere fast.
Nowhere.
Alright, so then, after about 10-20 minutes of waiting, let's see here. The waitress, two waitresses rather, give you your dishes. And your drinks. Yay!
That's good. She
Good.
proceeds to enjoy the meal.
Of course you would. You're a
Proceed
Right.
proceed to enjoy the meal too.
Please.
Alright.
Are we going to roll?
Going to what?
Roll for whether it's poison or if we get food digestion. Food.
Well, from what you can tell, it's actually that the food's actually good. It's not gourmet, but
No.
it's better than passable.
Ashi noms a little bit appreciatively. Does a thing that cats often do when they enjoy things for a little bit.
Like that?
But stops herself.
That's adorable.
Stops us.
Oh, that's good. I need both of you to make a perception check.
Alright.
Perception check. Oh. But I don't know how to do it.
Go to the dice roll channel and write !roll or R d20 plus whatever your modifier is.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh wait, your modifier is 0. Wait. Okay.
I don't know.
It's supposed to be plus 5. Okay.
But
well.
it's still on that. But it's still on that 20. So
Well, it's a skill check. Remember, it's not an attack.
Oh, it's a.
It's a.
Oh, I am a
skill
stupid.
checks have not 20s too, though.
Yes, but
So it's
they're not
10,
critical successes.
25.
Yep. So your total result's 25. Okay. Actually, both of you notice it.
Go.
Okay. In the
Good.
corner.
Better.
In the corner of one of the let's see here. Let's see. In the corner of one of the in one of the corners, I can English. In one of the corners of the bar, you actually of the inn, you actually notice let's see. What appears to be like a kid or like someone on the shorter side, just like taking occasional glances at both of you.
Ashi proceeds to return the stare, just straight on. No, not really stare, but the glances and smiles.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Let's see, does Margarita like, what does Margarita do in response to like knowing that this guy's like looking at y'all?
Child, it's a child, right?
Yep, it could be a child or it could be a short person. Kind of hard to tell. He's currently also cloaked.
Well, that's curious.
I mean, he doesn't have the hood on, but we just know that he's cloaked.
Wait.
He has a mask, basically.
Wait a minute, thank you. Alright.
So what does Margarita do?
Look
Lol?
at
Okay.
look at them for a bit and then feel a bit uncomfortable
I feel a bit uncomfortable.
Of
because
course.
shyness.
Okay. Alright
Okay.
then. Do you also want to roll an insight check or?
What does it does?
It makes us kind of get some more idea of why we're being looked at, I would assume.
Okay. Your modifier
Okay,
is
I'm
plus
going
5. Your insight
plus
modifier is
5.
plus
Okay.
What the fuck?
Good job.
Okay, well, this is gonna be interesting. Let's see here. Where'd I put it?
Apparently, you're a psychic.
This is like what? 2 nat 20s already? Yes, it is.
Yes. Yes.
Nerf Margarita. She's
right?
too OP.
Okay, let's see how this turns out. D20. Insert dice rolling sound here. Oh. 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 Oh.
What's going on?
Okay. Both of you. Okay. Both of you actually think that he's not actually looking at you. It's like he might be looking at something behind you. It just so happens that you guys seem to might be in the way.
Oh.
So Ashin actually kinda tries to figure out what's behind her without making it too obvious.
Okay. So you go ahead and and try to like look up. So you're gonna try to like look what's behind you.
Yeah, without showing that I'm doing it, just in case.
Gonna be hard to do with how you're sitting, but okay.
Well, mostly just kind of turning her head slightly without turning it all the way,
Okay.
and trying to mask it as doing something else.
Roll deception.
All right. And that was right. Well, that should still be DC in most settings, I want to say.
Well, let's see. How do I say this? You're actually contesting against his insight now.
Okay.
Oh.
The child, I guess?
Yes. Okay, let's see how this turns out. Let's see here. You're not as inconspicuous as you think. And by that I mean you somehow accidentally like, what was that? Turn your head into one of the waitresses.
Ashi naturally apologizes very quickly.
Oh my gosh, how are you going to? Never mind. and also yes, if you're curious, I'm sorry. Something I said earlier, like before we started the session, is that
Yeah?
there are no nat 20s or nat 1s with skill checks. The only time that they'll ever happen
Wow.
the only time that they'll ever happen is if
As in
the situation makes it
callbacks.
funny.
Okay, fair enough.
Mhm.
But you know, you can be creative and make it every situation funny, can't you?
Yep, good, but it's gonna be based on how you roll, I guess. So the waitress like blushes and just like hurries the heck out of there. Good job. You scared a girl. How
It's
could you?
fine. It's fine.
So yeah, other than that fellow
Yeah?
other than that short fellow, everything seems pretty much okay.
I was just wondering what was about that for a little bit, but figures it isn't anything weird. By the way, we didn't figure out what was behind us, really.
Oh. So what you actually notice is what you actually notice behind you is what looks like a 10-meter marlin.
Oh, a big fish.
Yep, big fish trophy.
Okay, sure, fair enough.
Like it's nothing like really that special, but it is interesting, you know. Are you going to like ask,
Ashira.
are you going to ask one of the waitresses about it?
No. Ashi sees no reason. Just kind of feels a little bit embarrassed.
Too shy to do
Continue
that.
enjoying me.
Let's see here.
But she does make a note of it to Margarita. Little habits die hard, I guess.
All right. Okay, so you're not going to like talk to them about it?
I mean, why would we establish that? Oh, wait, you talked about the Marlin. Why?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
gigantic marlin.
Ashi is not particularly curious about it.
All right. Oh, as long as a certain someone does not grab it and use it as a sword, we'll be fine.
What?
Well, is Margarita curious, or is she just gonna be passive and
I mean, it's really up to you, it's your
have
character.
Ashi do anything?
Even if she was a bit curious, she would be too shy to ask.
I mean, you are the one to decide that. And besides this, even if you're timid, doesn't mean that you need to be shy all the time.
She
I could-
sees no reason to ask.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Just don't be too limited by your character or by your own timidity.
Oh,
Yeah. It gets kind of difficult if you're too shy to attack.
Okay,
You're too shy to
just for the hell
do
of
the
it,
investigation. Yeah.
just for the hell of it, I want both of you to roll nature.
Okay.
roll what?
Nature
Nature
check.
skill. Go to your proficiencies tab.
Not nature.
Yes.
Why?
Let's do it. Okay, here we go. High roll for once.
Yay. All right, for nature, let's see here. Yours is +2, by the way. Okay.
Oh, finally, not a perfect roll.
Okay. Why does the fish lady not know this? Why she's sheltered? Never mind.
Obviously. The dinos.
Okay, so from what you actually recall from from reading books and speaking with some of the monks at your temple, they actually like mentioned that marlins are usually about let's see. Ow, my eyes. Sorry, hair got in my eye.
Those eyes of yours.
Eyes. But
Yeah.
they say that typically marlins are usually just 3 meters long. So this is a big marlin.
Extremely big.
Yes.
I'm gonna do another insight check
On what?
with regards. The insight check would be in regards to if I can tie this marlin to anything that my character knows. Remember, she had a vision of
it's,
things.
That wouldn't be insight.
Why would we do that?
Okay, what are you trying to do exactly again?
Essentially, you just kind of meditate on over the marlin, since she had the vision, which means she actually has like some power that is guiding her a little bit.
Let's see here. You know what? Just roll straight d20.
Okay.
Okay. You actually get the feeling that it might be related, but not really. You actually think that it's how do I say this? That there could be something, that there's something wrong with it.
Something wrong with it. Okay. In that case,
Not necessarily the marlin itself, but the situation.
the
Like-
situation.
Yeah. Like,
That
intuition.
the fact that they found it. Okay. And I guess. Right. Could I roll an investigation roll without touching the thing, just looking at it?
Let's see here. You can go ahead and like roll investigation if you'd like, yeah. Or actually, no, I think it's investigation. Go for it.
Alright. Okay.
You
Ashi is gonna ask Margarita if she had, and bring up her concerns with it. Margarita, this doesn't seem like it makes sense. It's a bit too big for Marlin. You from below, weren't you? Do you have anything that you could add?
I don't really know.
You first need to make a roll, Margarita.
What roll?
Investigation.
Just go for it.
Or
Investigation.
history or insight. I don't know which
It'd be-
angle you want to go with.
Okay, just roll either investigation or history.
Pick whichever side.
History is plus 2,
Investigation.
and investigation is also plus 2. So it's just gonna be just a plus 2 either way.
Alright.
Ah.
Yeah, that's better. That's the better. Nice. I hope this isn't plot relevant, because you're not going to get us down this path.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, Margarita isn't so sure herself because she's very sheltered.
Nice.
Ah. Well,
I hear that was important to the plot.
what?
I hear that was supposed to be important.
Well, it's tangentially important from what he told us,
Could
so...
be. Maybe.
Oh,
But yeah. Other than that, you finish your meal without incident.
okay. And then we asked about somewhere to stay.
Yep.
Rooms, how much they cost. And actually, we're probably gonna lodge together because cost efficiency.
Yep.
And also we could live together.
Yep.
And both girls.
Yep. Okay.
And that's okay.
Yep.
And it's not weird.
Yep. Yes. The octopus hugging a kitten. That works.
Egging.
Okay. Alright then, so well, he's being nice. about it, and he says 20 gold
Alright.
for one room.
We thank him, pay him, and both, and we ask about, and we get our keys, and
Yep.
Is it-
I assume you guys pay 10 each, or do you one of you just want to pay straight 20? Hello?
that's
Hello?
Do one of you want to?
Ashi will probably offer to do it, and that's the point where you either intercept or let me do it.
Do you want to let Ashi pay 20, or do you want to, or do you want to pay 10 and have Ashi pay 10?
Because either you just remain your passive self and don't do anything about it and be like, oh sure, or you're like, let me play half.
She asked if she's sure about it.
What?
I'm rather sure. It is only natural to pay the full price. She's very headstrong about that particular thing. It's the way that she has decided to do things.
She's going to let her pay because
Because shy.
Okay, you're gonna set up an arc that's gonna force her to start coming out of her shell.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be curious to see like what happens once you actually get to combat. Eventually. You know,
Yeah.
at the rate we're going, it's gonna take us about another hour to get to combat.
to get to combat. And it's going to be epic because I don't even know how it works.
Oh well,
Pretty much, you make a decision.
on what to do.
If it's something that has a fail or success rate, you make a roll that corresponds to the stat you're using, and then if you hit, you also roll damage. Pretty much that.
Okay. Also, well.
Yeah.
All right then. So I assume you guys like finally head into your rooms. It's actually evening now.
Yeah. Neat. That's neat.
All right then.
Time skip.
Yeah. Once you're actually in your rooms, you, let's see. Both of you actually noticed that it's extremely expensive for a decent room.
Huh?
Ashi doesn't really care too much about it. She's used to harsh conditions anyway.
Okay, to give you a way to like what's that? How do I say this? To give you like a scale, let's see, aristocrats typically have rooms that are 15 gold, and this is pretty much a what was that? A pretty normal room. It's not like a hotel status, but it's for more than that.
Ashi does note that there's gonna be ripping the two of us off, though. She just doesn't really care too much personally. She's just kind of slightly offended for anyone else.
Good girl.
Oh. Does Margarita emote at all about that?
She feel a bit
Actually, okay, actually, I have to redo that. I actually looked it up proper now. It's actually 4 gold for an aristocratic place.
Yeah, that's quite a lot actually.
Hey, that's a what?
There's difference.
400% increase.
Apparently.
That's interesting.
I guess it's probably because of lack of visitors or something along those lines to artificially increase prices.
Yeah, I mean, you did notice that some of the houses were empty, and the
Yeah.
humble area is actually pretty full.
Yeah, Ashi does acknowledge that. Another thing, though, that you need to remember that Margaret comes from a very, very rich background, so she's probably gonna not be used to living conditions that are subpar.
I mean, she's
But,
for like about what? Roll a 1d12 for me.
Okay.
Seven months.
Okay, fair enough.
okay.
I guess that helps, I guess.
She's more like on this issue. It's the price for free.
Yeah, you cut out. What?
She thinks it's not like home, but it's the price for freedom.
Okay.
Fair enough. Interesting way of looking at things.
Mhm. By the way, the money you lifted from the madness is going to is going to just drop to 0 very quickly if you stay in this town. Just saying.
Yeah, let's be careful of that.
Wait, did we say just to rest?
What?
How long you were
We-
gonna stay there? Did we say that?
No, he
We
literally-
assume
We
one night.
say
He literally gave
just to rest.
Yeah, he literally gave you one night for 20 gold pieces.
Yeah. That's not good. But at least we're only gonna stay one night.
All right then. So next day, morning comes without incident. Both of you are hugging each other at night. I guess. I don't know.
I'd probably
Will
take
do
my
that,
sleep
maybe?
knowing.
Stop trying to eat the octololly.
No, I'm just slightly chewing on her legs.
Yum 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 yum. I can't eat anymore.
Thanks, I'm a cat.
Let's see here. If there were a straight man there, he'd be facepalm by now. Let's see here.
Next one.
Next morning, let's see. You head downstairs and the innkeeper greets you again. I'll ask you if you want to have anything for breakfast. You can either pay for expensive food that isn't supposed to be that expensive, or you can just go out and just eat some of your rations that you still have.
I think we'll probably just use our own rations.
All right.
Yes, I
We
agree.
quit on the game, but we don't say that obviously. But we just greet him, thank him, and go into and say no, thanks.
All right.
And then we go find a good spot.
So you exit the inn.
Yeah. We do.
All right then. Once you exit the inn, you actually accidentally run into a kid.
I mean, full on bump into him, or just. Do we avoid getting bodily slammed?
Make a dex saving throw.
Buff.
Just Ashi.
Alright.
Just as she
that's
bump
just,
into the kid.
Yep. Dex saving throw is +7.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
Is that difficulty class? Oh,
It's I'm doing the one of those contest things again.
okay. Okay, fair enough.
Let's see.
When we do difficulty class, by the way, Nitori, it's the minimum requirement roll for success, which evidently we're not doing yet.
Yep. I like doing the whole contest thing, unless it's like doing history or like investigation.
Yeah, because what are we contesting against then?
But anyway, so you fail to avoid bumping into him.
Okay, can I make an athletics roll? Just set to brace myself properly.
Nope. Like you both of you do bump each other. Like neither of you get knocked down or anything.
Okay. I was assuming we were sent flying. Someone, anyway.
I don't.
Asha quickly apologizes.
Let's see the kid like just raising
My bad.
eyebrow and like says that like watch where you're going, lady.
My bad.
Let's see. He seems like a squalid fellow, and he seems to be heading north. Oh well.
Okay. Well, I don't really have any reason to just talk at the moment. Honestly.
Okay. So let's see here. You actually had a little bit of a talk with one of the waitresses. She says that if you wanted to go to the town hall, it's gonna be further down to the south. If you wanted to go to like the commercial area, you'd have to turn you'd have to like turn left, then turn right. And on your
I don't really see why we go to the town hall, because we aren't here because we have any specific task to do, and we're looking for something. We're just randomly traveling.
Yeah, I mean basically she's just like giving you the layout of the town.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of course it is.
Mhm.
You need to have an NPC that tells you where everything is. Otherwise the game will be horrible.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. But yeah, in all seriousness though. Let's see here. Let's see here. How's your inventory looking? Do you have any healing stuff? Healing items?
I don't believe I do. I have a box. Hold on. We haven't bought anything yet. We should probably consider buying something like that.
Yep. Well,
I can fashion a makeshift tourniquet with rope, but that's about it. Oh yeah, I have a herbalism kit. That's about it.
okay. Well, there's that. Let's see here. So, do you want to head to the apothecary?
I suppose we could stock up on that a little bit.
Okay. Sylvie,
What?
do you also want to go to the apothecary?
I don't really have. I'm
Well,
going
either way,
to follow.
Please state. If there's any question about what's going to happen, please state it. Even if it's the same as my character, just state it.
I don't know what to do. I am so bad at this.
You're just not making decisions. But even not making decisions is a decision itself. You just need to narrate what you plan to do with things.
I am following.
Yeah. There you go.
As
There you go. If you're gonna follow me, you follow me, and you say as much.
All right then. So I guess we're going down then. So
That makes sense.
right
We
there.
have some-
So you turn left and turn right.
Mhm.
As you pass by, you actually feel like a bit of deja vu. Primarily because to your
Will be
left
what?
is another ranch.
Huh. Was it
Deja
Alash's
vu?
response?
Huh?
Because we noticed another ranch. There appears to be another ranch.
Uh-huh. As you go
All the
farther,
ranches is a home of ranches.
as you go farther down, it's another farm.
There's another ranch. Called it.
is
No, I said farm. Ranches are for animals, farms are for crops.
Well, other way. So I'm pretty sure that if I proceed to hop on over the fence and look around, there's another farm inside the farm.
Within the farm. It's farmception! I'm kidding. Okay. So, then, so you turn right and find, land at the apothecary.
Nice.
Okay.
Ash just makes a random look around.
Yeah, the apothecary actually has, one of those fancy, what was that? Vine,
Yeah.
doors.
Mhm. Very fancy.
Yeah,
I wonder what they spend the money on.
apparently it's let's see. It could be like done by magic or just someone who's really good at gardening.
The door was dug by magic.
No, it meant like the little vine things. Because it's not necessarily a door, it's more like how do I say this?
Oh, you said vine. I thought I said fine. Okay.
A vine. Vine whip. I'm kidding.
A vine door. Okay.
So yeah. Let's see here. It's the rest of the apothecary of the building itself looks actually pretty normal.
Mhm.
Although it seems to be relatively smaller compared to the other shops in the area.
Mhm.
Because right across the street you can see the blacksmiths. And that one's actually pretty big. Relatively.
Alright. So we enter the shop and
Okay, so you want to go in?
yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Where is it?
And I'm going to follow her.
Thank you.
Good. Okay then. All right then. Right now
Yeah?
it's still morning. So, do you say anything? Do you say anything before you go in or after you go in?
To each other, you mean?
No. Once you enter the apothecary.
No, not yet. We're just looking for humanity in there.
Okay.
Or anything, any person.
You actually don't see anyone there.
It's completely empty.
Well, it's devoted. Well, it doesn't have a person in there, but there seem to be a whole bunch of potions on the shelves and everything.
Alright. In which case, we're just kind of wandering around trying to locate the owner, or maybe someone who's manning the shop.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm going to do the same.
Okay.
Perception check.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Oh hey, it's
Oh no! Why? I'm so
Well,
lucky.
apparently omniscient.
Okay, you actually hear some sort of movement. Yeah, what was that beyond a door that says employees only?
She apparently hears the illicit conversation between the owner and the affair he is having, and also the rustles of grass outside, and also the ants.
Yeah, apparently. But yeah, you essentially hear some rustling. It sounds like what was that? It sounds like things being pulled or leaves rustling, basically.
Mhm.
What my?
Because
what
there
sensitive
happens to
ears
be
you
a
have.
spider named Jerma. Because
Why?
there's a spider named Jerma who's currently eating something.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so are you going to what are you going to do on the employees only door? Do you actually answer it or?
All of this she learns from this one hit skill check.
Yep. She's a genius. What big ears you have? I'm kidding. Okay, so do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want to do about that? Hello.
Yeah.
So are you going to tell Ashi about what you heard?
Yes.
What do you tell Ashi?
Try vocalizing it.
How should I say it? That's the thing.
All I can tell
May I tell you?
tell you is that you heard some you heard some sounds in the door that says or behind the door that says employees only.
I'm going to whisper to
Whisper it
as
then. Whisper it
I
then.
think there is someone in behind the door that say employee only. What do you think
Yeah.
about that?
That works.
Well, that makes sense. So she will walk over to it and knock on the door. Obviously not entering, respecting the sign.
You hear something breaking.
Ashi will proceed to apologize and ask if there's anything, if everything is alright in there.
All right. Here's a. No, nothing. It's fine. It's fine. I'll go to the general store and have this fixed. Don't worry, it's my fault. All right. The door opens. Let's see. The door opens. It's a pull, so you don't get like smashed in the face. And out comes what appears to be a tabaxi lady.
Nice.
Let's see.
I imagine that would probably get a little bit difficult. Tail in the way.
Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and guess that you heard that. She kind of winces.
Yes. Well, is everything all right?
I just broke a couple of pots. That kind of scared me.
Scared us too. But oh well.
Oh,
We're looking for.
Okay. Just for the hell of it, do you want to make a perception check? Let's see. Ashi,
Sure.
Only Ashi?
Yes.
Yes.
You're not
Okay.
you're not in a good enough position to see what's beyond the door.
No.
No. Okay.
The die hates me as usual.
Okay, so you don't pay attention at all to what's behind her. So but you do just like pay attention to her. From the looks of it, she seems to be a leopard tabaxi. So spotted fur, mostly yellowish tannish coat. And she's about the same size as you.
Ashe will then proceed to do a very cat-like thing and just look away for a second, and then back to her.
Alright, and she says like, Okay, she looks at you and like kind of stares at you. A little too close. I see.
She tilts her head a little bit and just goes straight down to business and asks, we're looking just for some general medicine. What do you have in stock?
Oh, right. I make potions. Let's see here. Well, what do you need? We do have some antipoison antidotes. I do have some potion of lesser and minor healing. And major healing. And greater healing.
Yeah. I imagine we wouldn't need any antitoxin unless we know we're going to somewhere that where we're gonna need it. So we'll, yeah. So, as she explains that we would like some lesser healing potions.
Okay. All right then. Because the great thing about this is that I just made these earlier today. Yeah, we were kind of out of stock earlier yesterday. But, okay, here. Just something of note. The potion of lesser healing is actually worse than the regular potion of healing. Okay.
I figured as much. I just picked it because it's cheaper, presumably.
It is. It's let's see here. It's 25. It's 25
Yeah.
gold per potion.
Yeah. Wait, so is it not cheaper than
It
regular
is.
healing?
It is. A regular healing potion is 50.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
We'll take 4.
You'll take 4.
4 potions of lesser healing.
Okay. All right then. Let's see here. She
because I can heal normally, just in case.
All right then. She puts her paws together and looks like she's trying to calculate math. Okay. 25.
Ashi smiles and proceeds to help her.
25
Did you catch what I said?
plus 25. No, she does not notice you. Like, does not notice you trying to help her.
She does not. She just notices to see if there's any. Looks around, see if there's any pen or paper, and and does them off for her
20.
while she's doing it, and then just kind of silently slides it under the lady
Oh,
in front of her.
thank you. It's going to be 100 gold.
Great. Thank you, miss.
Look at the entire situation and blush a bit and be a bit uncomfortable.
Why?
Asha's just gonna slightly pull one of her tentacles and be like, "Aren't you gonna say anything, Mara?"
Sorry about that. I'm not very good at math. I do like making potions, though.
You should probably hire someone to help with that. That might speed things along. Ashi.
That'd be great. Are you looking for a job?
Not for the moment, no. How's that?
I don't really trust that many people out here.
I see. Well, we're currently traveling, so we wouldn't stay here very long, but we'll keep our options open.
Alright, that's great. Alright, it's going to be 100 gold pieces.
Alright, and then we proceed to pay up. We're already done because it deducted amount.
Let's see. You might want to check. You might want to check your pouch again.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I've noticed that gold piece is now 54. It wasn't that expensive before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
So you take out your gold pouch and notice that there is you have significantly less than what you had earlier.
Okay, right. I can't do math. Ashi proceeds to look up and think for a moment. It appears we've lost some of our money, but hold on to our order for a bit. She tells the box lady.
Can I do an insight check to?
We know when it
wonder
happened.
why?
We know when it happened. We know when it happened, or at least I think I know when it happened.
What's wrong?
I heard.
Box lady
I
asked.
heard. Yeah. I think we might have dropped some of our money when we bumped into someone earlier. Don't worry, we'll be back in a bit, and hold on to, as she says, and again says, please hold on to the potions until then.
Okay, I'm going to go shop for a little bit because I need to get these pots fixed.
Okay, so we lead apothecary and proceeds to backtrack and see if we can't find it anywhere. You know, just in case. Or maybe forgetting the way it is. I'm like, obviously it's not going to be like we find it, but just maybe no one has walked over there before, or maybe we can figure out where the child was if he actually intentionally pickpocketed us.
Okay. All right then. So you try to backtrack?
Yes.
So you backtrack all the way to the inn. As obvious as it is, the child's nowhere inside for obvious reasons. You do see some other travelers. Actually, you see Sailor like just walking by. Do you want to like inquire him about what's going on?
Sure.
Okay, what do you say to him?
Please describe the scene again for me.
You're currently at the main central road of the town of the city.
Yeah.
Rather buff-looking sailor is just like walking past. He doesn't seem to be in a particular hurry. He's just like having I guess like maybe he has day off or something.
Yeah. Okay. But you said we're gonna ask about what's happening.
Or like ask about the town specifically.
Right? Oh, that's what I mean.
Ask about the town, or ask about like if he's seen the child. I don't know, something.
We'll ask about if you've seen a child and just describe him, because I don't think you gave us a particular description to go by.
Nope. Primarily because it was that quick.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
But the only thing I did say that he was a squalid-looking lad.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what we'll imply in this whatever incidental thing that we think of.
Okay. The sailor
Yeah.
himself actually looks like an orc. Pretty
Uh-huh.
civilized, actually.
That's
Yeah.
neat.
Alright, he says like, what? Well, this town does have a lot of pickpocketers sometimes. If you're trying to look for someone who stole your stuff, I guess head on to the slums. They're farther up north.
Thank you, sir.
I'd be careful though if I were you.
Don't worry. I'm not new to this, she
Alright.
says, and gives him a wave before leaving.
Mhm.
And then she just proceeds to pick up one of Margarita's tentacle legs and uses that to wave as well.
Blush.
Are you just going to let her do that to you?
Blush shyly and let her do that.
My goodness. Okay, so do you head up to the slums?
Yes, naturally.
Okay, so you continue farther up north, and you pass by the first farm and ranch you saw earlier, and you also pass by the mansion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You actually backtrack and actually get a glance of that the guardhouse that had the 2 guards earlier, yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
As you pass by, one of the guards says, "Hey, it's that weird octopus lady again."
Ashi just kind of somewhat indignantly turns to one of them and kind of shouts, "Hey, do you have anything got to say? Say it to our faces, will ya?"
No, nothing. Have a good day to ya.
You too, she says, kind of passive-aggressively, but also as pleasantly as she can muster.
That's adorable.
We proceed.
Okay, alright then, so you're at the slums now. You actually notice like a few houses that are just pretty much tattered and everything. Let's see, make an investigation check.
Alright.
Buff.
I mean like, it would help, but does Margarita want to investigate?
She will just follow Ash.
I mean, you can have agency, or you can just do whatever, something that works, that they could do, but also happens to help the situation. You don't need to have your character be like super unhelpful all the time, you know?
She
I
is
get a good
going
roll,
to
though.
try to help.
Very much. You need to consider that it's a balance when it comes to the amount of characters. You of course need to be consistent with what your character is going to do. But you also need to be careful of doing things that harm the experience for everyone else. For instance, if you have an evil character go around who might cause trouble for the rest of the party, you should only let them do that if you have the consent of the rest of the party members. You shouldn't just do it because it's consistent with your character's morality. That's kind of a bad thing to do. Bad form.
Okay then.
And by the same token, while it's okay to have a shy character, it leaves room for growth. To find the strength to be more open and active, this sort of thing. Flaws being primarily what determines how a character interacts with the world and gives them some manner of depth. You still need to kind of occasionally do something else. And because right now, I'm the only one who's really doing it. This is just something to
I
keep in
don't
mind.
know what to do, that's the thing.
I mean, like, I'm giving you options. I'm essentially giving you scenarios where you
Pretty
can,
much.
like, do something.
Very much. Consider those options.
I'm going to help with the investigation.
Okay.
Alright.
Do you want to just give her the help action, or do you want to just roll yourself?
Give her the rundown of what help does.
Okay. If you want to help Ashi, she gets to roll again. You know, because it's advantage. If you want to investigate yourself, you just roll for yourself.
I'm going to roll for myself.
Okay.
Very much.
All right. Investigation check.
Naturally,
2.
advantage means you roll twice, and whichever roll is higher,
You take it.
yeah, the opposite is whichever roll is lower, you take.
Wow.
Naturally. Nice.
Okay. Well, that happened.
You're on a roll today.
Okay. Right then. So, right then, from the investigation check. By the way, you guys did really good.
Yeah. We did
Yes.
it, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of an off chance, but you do see a whole bunch of squalid kids. One of them actually stands out to you, and you notice that one of them is actually trying to hide.
Asha just smiles at them with the best disarming smile. And,
Roll intimidation.
fair enough. D20. Also remember your good intimidation. To just stand there and kind of try and reel in your emotions.
Just do your best to look like
If this
Fujian.
fails. Yeah, this fails. Mara, do your check.
An intimidation check.
Okay, hold on first. While you're rolling. So, while you try to like make a disarming grin, one of the kids just throws a rock at you.
I want to catch that rock.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
That's a +10.
Good luck. You got another 4. What the heck?
Huh.
Well, at least you caught it.
I did last one. Yeah.
Well, that was interesting.
Nice.
And you notice like some of the kids are just jeering you.
Jerry, huh?
Yep. Just making stupid names. Cat lady, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
On the upside, at least they're too young to make crude jokes.
That's good.
So
I quickly trying to
Margarita,
figure
are you
out.
gonna try to intimidate them as well or not?
I am going to intimidate them because I really didn't like what they tried to do to.
Ash will just say while she does that. That's not very nice, is it?
The kids don't seem to care.
Well, otherwise, that's what I say. No. Anyway, I'm gonna wait for the roll.
Yep.
Intimidation roll.
Yep. Yours is a +6.
+6.
Yes. Please do good. What the fuck? Okay. All right then. You actually
These rolls.
You actually end up standing like right behind Ashi. Go on 4 tentacles. You go on your like tiptoes essentially, and use your other tentacles to like, what was that? Make yourself seem bigger than you actually are.
Nice.
Ashi also notices an obvious shadow over her.
Well, I know who it is, so I'm not gonna be too bothered by it.
The kids just stop jeering, and some of them actually run away, and one of them actually grabs another kid and throws him at you.
I will catch that child.
No, pulls him at you.
Oh, okay.
I guess they know what's going on.
They know what's going on? What do you mean?
Let's see here. So the kid who was pulled actually lands at your feet. Ashi.
Ashi just Noxan, were you
Uh.
the one that bumped into us earlier?
No?
Uh-huh.
Roll insight.
Alright. That should be my first instinct. Yeah, right. Why do I keep checking this up? I'm so used to doing that.
Okay.
I know it's +5. I should just need to remember.
Okay. Well, you can tell that he's obviously lying.
This proceeds to put a hand over there and ruffle it a little bit roughly, while still smiling, and tell him, "Now it's not nice to tell lies. Don't worry. We just want to know if you took our money."
Well, I didn't. I mean, He's apparently like still like stuttering a little bit, and it seems like he's trying his best not to answer.
Okay, I'm gonna do something though that'll require a persuasion check, but I'm first gonna just formulate it. Listen, kid. I know what it's like. If you have some
You broke up.
to want to take care of yourself, the only way that you know how to.
I mean, you broke up.
Okay, hold on. Let me know as soon as possible if I finish this. So, what I tell this kid is, listen, kid. I know what it's like to live out there, having a difficult time fending for yourself. Maybe you got someone else that you need to protect. But you can't just take from people. There are other ways. There are ways to do the right thing and still get out. Alright. Come out alright, that's what I would say.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'm
Right
gonna
then.
roll.
Alright then. Okay, so persuasion.
Yeah. Unless you don't want me to do that.
Just do it. You know, I'm just gonna let you know right now. The kid is rolling with disadvantage right now, and on both rolls he got a nat 20.
The flying heck.
Yes, but because it's disadvantage, he takes the lower roll.
Wait, you said both are nat 20?
No, I'll just tell you. On the first roll, I got a nat 20 and a nat 11.
Oh, okay. I thought you said both were nat 20.
On the second roll for this persuasion check, he got a nat 20 and a nat 17.
Okay, so I win for once.
I'm surprised because wait, where are these 20s coming from?
Righteousness.
My luck is leaking.
Hey, you're supposed to hope that I roll badly when it's an NPC or someone you don't want to roll well.
Yeah, I know.
I'm talking to Sylvie.
I am not doing that. You are just stealing my luck somewhere.
Okay, sure, why not? Okay, let's see here. Let me.
Feels like good.
Okay.
Feels like good. Finally, a non-garbage roll.
so the kid like just like lightens up a little bit and hands you what appears to be 100 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Do you actually remember how much he stole from you?
I actually don't because I wasn't paying close attention to how much that was deducted at first from between stay and the first meal and the meal that we had.
Well, regardless, he gives you back 100. Do you want to make any rolls or anything?
Make any rolls?
Yes.
You mean to see if it's all we have?
Like, what do you want to do? Like, you're just gonna let him off, or?
I'm gonna be nice, but I'm also want to know if he spent any of the gold anywhere.
You have to ask him that.
Okay. Did you happen to spend any of the gold you had?
He looks away timidly and like nods his head.
Might I ask what for?
Let's see here. Let's see. He pulls out some bread.
Understandable. And I will proceed to give him I proceed to give him 10 of the gold pieces back to him.
Okay.
While telling him, as much as I understand the point, we are travelers and we're going to need some expenses, but use this well. Try to see if you can't make any more out of this much. There is always a way.
All right then. The kid actually like randomly comments, "Well, it'd be a whole lot better if that rich person wasn't being a problem."
I'm sorry, which rich person?
Let's see here. You do recall that there was a mansion in the center of town.
Yeah, I do recall that. We don't know anything about the owner, obviously. How?
Let's see here. Okay, so you ask him?
Yes,
Okay,
that's why I'm
okay.
asking.
Alright then.
Character.
Alright, so he says something to the effect, well, my mom says that it's because of the rich person that we're not doing so well. She said that before I was born, we had a lot of rich people here, but they all left. And then the town went bad.
I see. She's in character. I would like to know more about this. It's pretty. Wait, hold on. I want to just kind of avoid being too Rosa in my vocabulary.
Yes.
They can see my reply a little bit. But I think I'm just gonna describe what's going on with I proceed to thank the boy for information and then give him another pat on the head, kind of just playfully, and smile at him and nod to Mara. And then we get out of there with most of the money back.
Well, oh well. Anyway, continuing on.
Yeah. And we're gonna try and find out more about this figure in the mansion. Because I don't think he can really tell us more about that necessarily. He could, but we also just.
I mean, like, you have to remember, he did mention that like things started becoming worse after all the rich people left before he was born. So I don't think he knows that much.
No. Exactly. The question is where to go. It'd be a bit weird if we asked him, like, can we talk to your mother about it? Maybe we'll do that. Actually, let's just rescind what I just said.
Okay, so you want to go try to speak with the mom?
And just ask if we could maybe do that.
Okay, so you actually enter one of the houses. You actually he actually directs you to his house. Let's see here. House is very small, for obvious reasons. Just one table and one table, a bed, and that's pretty much it. Inside is like let's see, a haggard-looking lady. She's not very old, but the lifestyle's not very good for her.
The lifestyle's not very. Oh, okay. She's not in the best health and things, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see.
All right.
Oh, Timmy, who's this? How are you, ladies?
What does Timmy do? What does Timmy do? First, I'll let him do anything, something if he does it first.
Timmy just like let's see, lays his head low.
Asher responds like, "Hello, Hello, Mom. I am Ashi. I was just wandering around here looking for something, and I heard something about a figure, a rich figure that recently came by, and I'm rather curious about what's happened to this town. Could you explain something?
Yeah. It's because of her and all the others that we're like this. This town used to be full of life. It had so much bustle, so much business. I don't know
What
what
sort of... Okay, sorry.
I
Go on.
don't know what happened per se, but some event caused a lot of the investors, all of the richer people, to leave town. The only one left is that witch in the mansion.
Why exactly she's talking as though it's some sort of some generic summary?
I know, right?
Did you not think about this?
I did not plan for you to speak with her. I expected you to go straight to elsewhere.
That's what you need to expect as a DM. You need to expect what is...
Suspect we are completely stupid.
I'm being honest there. Alright then. So yeah. So she basically
Well,
gives
good
the
job.
entire rundown of it basically. So what you do
Okay.
what you do know is that
Okay.
again. So what you do know is like something happened that caused all of the richer folks to like leave town.
Alright. Did you say anything else?
Let's see here. Do you want to like ask her anything else?
I'm gonna first ask if Mara has anything to say about it.
It's her generic.
anything
it's her generic
anything
language.
personal. Anything personal? Like, I want you to kind of want to engage in the character interaction and stuff.
Well, if you don't
It doesn't, and don't worry, there's nothing that's a dumb question. Nothing. So, just ask whatever the heck you want to do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, Canon.
Uh, can I do an insight
Insight check?
Go for it.
check
The question is what? Okay.
Okay.
No,
about
What are you trying to figure out? What are you trying to figure out? What are you trying to test
Are you
with
trying
text?
to insight the lady?
Yeah?
Okay.
would
roll insight.
like to know more about the witch thing.
I'll just roll the insight check and let's see what happens.
Alright, fair enough. I don't know why we'd roll an insight check though, because that's typically if we want to know, like, intent, if someone's lying, or if we can learn something more about their behavior from observations. So. Wow. Oh wait, never mind. What happened?
Nothing. Go roll it.
That's
Okay.
more to think or something.
Okay.
I don't know how
Okay.
to describe it.
All right. So, let's hear. Amy, can you tell me what you rolled?
What she wrote?
Yes.
Nat 20.
No. What Margarita rolled?
She rolled a not 8, not 3.
Not 3 plus 5, so a total of 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you go? Let's see. Do you want to take a guess on what she rolled? The NPC. The
1.
lady. Yes. Actually, even worse. Her modifier is -1.
Wow. So she rolled a 0.
Yes, she did.
The question is though, why are we contesting? We don't think... we
Okay,
never didn't really
because-
think she was lying.
Well, it's not that she was lying, but it's like she's hiding something. You can obviously tell that she's not giving you everything, and she's
Alright.
and the reason why she was like giving you the summaries because she was trying to intentionally be vague.
Okay, so I was wondering if that was like just you struggling to find something to say, or if she intentionally did that. Because who the heck says due to some event?
Uh huh.
That was that was shady. So
I mean,
Okay.
well.
let's put it this way: you couldn't, you wouldn't be able to figure it out if it was a person who was actually good at hiding things, but she apparently isn't.
Very, very not good.
Rolling 1. So when I am rolling high, and when I don't roll high, the other person is rolling solo. It doesn't even matter. That's what's going to happen every time.
Oh my god, what is this game?
That sounds good. Very, very interesting. But anyway, we're just kind of okay. Let me see.
Okay,
How do
okay,
we contest? We're gonna contest it. We're gonna contest.
Well, here. Only
Yeah?
Margarita knows right now. She hasn't told you anything. Does
Oh, yeah.
Margarita want to say anything?
Say
Right.
anything.
Yes. Do you want to say
Yeah,
anything
you
to
know-
the old
you know that
lady
she's
like
hiding.
yourself, or do you want to like inform Ashi?
Inform.
Okay, so I imagine you just take me aside for a moment and whisper to me. She's hiding something.
Don't tell her after that. Tell us what Ashi. Well, sorry. Tell us what you say to Ashi.
I need to. I think she might be hiding something, but.
Please tell me you're whispering that.
Yes.
Good.
Good. Nice.
Okay. What do you say anything in response to her, or do you want to just go straight to talking to the old lady?
I'll acknowledge it and just try and ask you some more questions about it. At first.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want to talk to her about, or you just want to head out?
Okay, so so we already established that there's a woman living in a mansion that this lady at least doesn't very much like. I'm gonna ask, can you tell me more about this witch in the mansion? Not in the mountain.
The mountain. Let's see. It's the evil witch of the west, or whatever. I'm making jokes. You can at least try to laugh. I'm kidding.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I ask about this witch in the mansion.
Okay. The old lady pretty much just says that she's just one of the rich folk who actually stayed. But let's see here. She also like mentioned that she doesn't like how she's like not not helping out with the town as much as she should.
Okay.
And she also mentions that she's just hoarding her money and everything.
I will then proceed to ask if she knows anything about why the other rich folk might have left the town.
Let's see here. She says she doesn't know. Roll insight.
Right, and we know she's a lying liar. I mean, we already know she's hidden something. We could just logically conclude that this is something that she's not.
Well,
really.
Remember how Margarita worded it. She said that she's hiding something. She didn't say that she's lying or anything. And I guess I don't have to like say anything.
What?
Okay.
Did she roll higher than this?
No, you didn't. No, she didn't. Okay, so you do notice that she is lying this time. She's not just hiding it; she's actually just straight face lying.
I'm just gonna ask her. Is this topic uncomfortable for you?
Let's see. Why would it be uncomfortable for me? Of course, it's uncomfortable for me. They brought ruin to this town.
Well, I would imagine so. However, I'm merely an outsider, and I wish to learn, and I'd like to know more about it. Maybe there's something I could do.
You could take her out of power.
Alright. I'll just nod my head at that.
You also notice that she doesn't answer your question.
However, I would like to be informed as much as I can on the circumstances of this. You don't need to, okay, hold on. Let me just think of how to phrase that. Ow. Gosh dang it. Ah.
What'd you do to yourself?
No, just eyelash.
Sylvie!
Rogue eyelash.
Sylvie!
What?
Alright, initiate emergency protocols. We need to go save Emmy.
It's fine.
Okay.
I just poked my eye a little bit. It happens sometimes. They loosen and just go into my eyes. Oh,
That one with a modifier of -1 though.
Nice. There is no need for secrecy, is what I finished my dialogue with.
Okay. So she replies, well, I don't know too much about it, but I think per the people at the townhouse might be able to, at the town hall rather, might be able to give you more information. All I do actually know is something happened that caused them all to leave. I think it might have something to do with money, because that's what all these rich people think about.
Understandable. Money is, after all, what makes the world, unfortunately. She says with she says, looking down at herself a little bit.
You actually also noticed that that she seems to get upset whenever money's involved.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, she probably is pretty poor.
I mean, she is.
And she has her son. Don't have a lot of money going on.
Also, something to note is that the woman and the child are of different races, so it's probable to conclude that the child's adopted.
Yeah, makes sense. And now she, of course, makes note of that. Nah. So, let me see. I want to do a thing, but I don't want to mess it up.
That's right. Do you want to ask her for her name?
Okay, I'm sorry I've been calling you just Mom all this time. What's your name?
Me. I'm Miriam.
Nice to meet you, Miriam. I'm Ashi. You know, I met you a little Timmy earlier, and, wait, actually, I want to freaking think about what I'm saying before I'm saying it. Gosh dang it. I'm just running on autopilot a little bit, and that's problematic because I have an agenda, and I don't want to screw it up. I'm tired, and my creative juices are run out. I just need a moment to think. Sorry, it's taken a bit.
I have a question.
What's up?
It is possible to try to do a persuasion check to try to get more information, or it's not worth trying?
I don't think there's anything else, but...
Well, let's put it this way. You can't get water from a well that's dry.
Yeah, she's already said as much as she probably knows, and if we try to do anything else, she's probably going to get very upset. A lot more upset because she's already told us things. I mean, that's what I got from it. She's not hiding anything more yet.
Okay.
So let's not make an enemy out of Miriam. You don't want to make
Let's
an enemy
keep,
out of a woman named Miriam.
Let's keep the lucky roll for later.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, I need to figure out how to freaking respond.
Okay.
I want to make some small talk, actually, nothing about it.
I know I will be the one to roll 220 on a disadvantage.
We'll see.
I've actually had that happen before. And then we have Azu, who rolled 2 1s with an advantage.
Nice.
Oh, also, let me talk to you about this one. She had advantage. She rolled 2 nat 1s. She had the
Good job.
Because she's a halfling. She has the lucky feature, so she gets to roll again if she gets something lower than a 1. She rolled another one. What's that? She got lower like if she rolls a 1, she can roll again. She gets a third one.
Right, so she has roll again.
No. Basically, the lucky feature
What?
is that if you get a 1, you get to roll again, but you must use the next roll.
Okay, fair enough.
So let's see here. The chance of that 20, 400, 800. Let's say 400.
Ended.
400. 8,000. That's a 1 in 8,000 chance.
Okay. I can't think of an exact way to do it, so I'm just gonna ask about Timmy and how because I've noticed that is of a different sort. How come? I'm just basically gonna try to bring it on to the topic of Timmy in general. Any little bit of it, yeah.
Okay, so just talking like ask how.
I'm very bad at small talk, so I don't really know how to phrase it. Hello.
I mean, like you don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, my character is more socially competent than I am.
Apparently. Okay, so you want to do a small talk. So
Yeah.
basically she ends like you ask Miriam about Timmy.
Mm-hmm.
Miriam basically replies that his parents like ended up what was that? Cannon. Oh my goodness. Actually, pause.
They ended up in a cannon.
Hold on. We're going to pause for a little bit. I think Cannon wants to potty.
Okay, actually, once you're back, once we're finished with the conversation, that's where I would like to break up. Break up for the day.
Alright, then are you sure about that?
Fairly sure. I have some things I need to do.
You have homework?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Alright then, if it's just that, then I can just mention it now then. Okay, so apparently his parents were both sailors, but apparently they went out to sea and ended up never coming back. Well, actually, literally everybody on that trip never came back as well. So it's reasonable to, or she thinks that it probably got sunk.
And then proceed to voice my condolences.
She also mentions that she just offhand mentions that it's probably from pirates.
Mm-hmm. I get a little bit.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, what?
You said something?
I just said I just get a little bit, actually get somewhat saddened by that.
Alright then.
And
Something else you want to talk to her about?
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out a way to do this, like, in a very elaborate. It's not going to be the case, so, what I'm going to do is that I'm just gonna... Gosh dang it. Difficult to think. Difficult to think. Sorry, I wasn't gonna elaborate, but right. I have a way. I'm just gonna offer to Timmy in a shot of Miriam that there's an apothecary who's looking for someone to help her with things, and I suggest maybe he could help her out and get a job that way to help provide kind of that sort of thing. Generally that, just, in a more competent manner. The story writer struggling to form a dialogue. That's me, I guess.
You're
Oh,
okay. All right then.
yeah.
He actually he is actually let's see here. How do I say this? You said you were talking to Miriam, or you were talking to Timmy?
I was talking to the both of them.
Okay. Timmy actually looks down a little bit, and how do I say this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just for the hell of it, roll d20 for me.
Alright. Just for the heck of it, huh?
Okay. Alright then, he actually apologizes to you proper. I'm sorry about that before.
She just waves a hand and then proceeds to pat him on his back and kneel down a little bit. And Foreman, Alright, I already forgave you. I understand. And then as she stands up, she rubs his hair a little bit again.
He actually holds onto your hand for a little bit. Okay. What do you do?
Yeah? What I do?
Yes.
Okay, hold on a sec.
And suddenly,
Yeah?
Emmy's disappeared.
No.
How are you liking this so far, by the way?
Just I mentioned the dinner's ready.
Okay, yeah. We're almost done here.
Okay,
anyway.
so he's holding on to the hand. I let him do that.
Okay, and then you actually feel something on your hand now.
I look and I check my hand.
It looks like 100 gold pieces.
Another 100 gold pieces?
Yes.
Why are you giving me this? I ask.
He said I stole more than that.
Okay. So, Fred, that's confusing. I guess
he
was.
Okay. Just for you to get it. When you caught him, he gave you 100 pieces back. However, he actually stole 200 from you.
Oh yeah, duh. I was like, gosh dang it. My moth brain. And I'm in a very monk thing, and I'm gonna do this thing. That takes a lot of bravery. And I'm just gonna make a show. I'm gonna make a show.
question.
I'm gonna make a show. Okay, your question?
What is it?
I knew it was more, but it wasn't my character didn't know, so I didn't tell.
Yep.
Yeah, of course. Keep the
good.
metagaming out. Metagaming is bad in most settings. You want to avoid that as much as possible. So you did great. Thanks. The fact I am useless when it comes to numbers.
Okay. So what do you do?
So, and then I look at him a little bit, and then I make a show. I take the money, and I look him in the eye and say, "That takes a lot of bravery." And then I hold up a coin, and I ask him to hold it out his hand,
He holds out his hand.
and I place it in. Take his other hand and place it on there. And now I'm just gonna quickly write up a BS passage from text that I've never written before.
Just give me a short summary of it.
Okay, short summary is actually I'm gonna write it because that makes it easier for me to attach my thoughts. Yeah, hold on to my thoughts.
Just saying. For a combat-focused game, we haven't done a lot of combat yet.
Yeah, I know.
We've been meandering a lot. You know I said summary, right?
Yeah, but I want to do this properly. I just need to formulate it now.
Okay, so while she's thinking about that, Sylvie, what do you think so far?
Of the situation or of the game?
Well, both. What do you think of the situation so far?
It's I don't think there is anything to do. Not worth doing a perception check. I don't think there is anything suspicious.
Well, and the fact that you're in the slums and there are other pickpocketers out there. And a kid that threw a rock at you guys.
I think perception check the surrounding, maybe.
Okay, so the passage I said, so Ashi says, the hand that takes is full only for a time. The hand that gives is open for a time. That is what I had to learn back when I was just like you. Taking can fill you for a time, but learning to give, and learning to obviously I don't say that.
You said bleh. I'm kidding.
But okay, that's the first thing I was saying. The phrase that I spoke, that's what I had to learn back when I was in your shoes. Bleh. Why can't I English right now?
Because you're thinking about dinner.
I guess. When I was in your shoes. Take this and give it to take this and give this to a good cause that can help change your situation.
Okay, he what's that? He vigorously nods his head.
Also to
Thanks.
and also to clarify, I didn't just give him one gold piece. I actually gave him like more than half back.
So you gave him 50?
56 gold pieces.
You gave 56 more?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright then. So yeah, he he voraciously like nods his head and gives a whole lot of thanks. But he does mention he doesn't understand it. He didn't quite understand what you said or what you meant.
Ashi laughs and says, basically, use this money to buy the means for you to make a living.
Okay.
Make good use of yourself. Learn how to take care of yourself and your family, and eventually you'll find a stable living.
All right then. That he understood. Let's see here.
Pretty much.
Let's see. Miriam like laughs a little bit, hoarsely, because health. And mentions that she'll keep a better eye on him so that he doesn't cause any more trouble. That she'll keep a better on him,
Ashi smiles at that, and with that we say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good, so I don't have to force you to say it.
Funny. Okay. What you do notice is that once you leave the house, there are still a whole bunch of kids just staring at y'all.
So
they are hiding, but it's kind of obvious.
Well, in which case, I just look at each of the hiding spots and be like, "Goodbye, children. Goodbye, kids."
One of them falls down.
I am what I am going to do.
I help him up.
I am
Smile at him. Smile. Help him up. Smile at the chan. Smile at the kids. Anyway, foodies. Are we going to just keep stalling the scene before we actually time skip and stop?
Yep. Okay. So anyway, after that's over and done with, where do you want to go? Do you want to head back to the apothecary? Do you want to go to the mansion and speak with the witch proper?
I think we'd like to just finish the order. I'm sure the tabaxi lady is gonna be like really confused. So we come back, it's like, "Hi, we're not actually a bunch of crooks. We have money." But yeah, we're gonna do that next session.
No, hold on. We're still gonna go a little bit, okay?
All the time that I said, but okay, let's just do that. Okay.
Sorry.
So we go back to the tabaxi lady. Then I guess.
You actually noticed that her shop is still locked.
It's locked now?
Yep, it's actually locked now. Because remember, if you recall, she did mention that she has to go repair the pots.
That has been a bit, but yeah, I guess it's not done yet.
Well, it hasn't been an hour yet, even.
Okay, so Ash.
Okay.
What's gonna happen is that Ashi is just gonna habitually start messing with the lock without breaking it.
Can you not?
I have thieves' tools somewhere that I have for sentimental reasons.
Okay.
Okay, what is actually lockpicking in DX?
It's dexterity. Dexterity. Plus
you have pretty good dexterity, so.
Let's see. Let me look at your proficiencies again. I'm not sure if I put it down or not.
I have proficiency with thieves' tools. I'm pretty sure you
your
said
thieves' tool
that.
is plus 7.
Oh.
Is that DC?
You
Okay,
pass.
that's pass.
Okay.
Pass.
Okay. All right then.
Can I
Well,
do something?
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's it?
A perception check to check if anyone's seen her do it.
I mean, like right now, this area of town doesn't seem to be that way. But go ahead and do it anyway.
That's probably a good idea.
So perception, it's plus 5.
Uh-huh.
And Ash is, as soon as she does that, she's like, "Oh, dang it!"
Okay, go ahead. You don't really notice anybody because there isn't really anyone there in the area.
Like you said. Right, well,
Okay.
I guess
Just
that's
in
everything.
case.
Also, I mean, roll me a d20.
Yeah?
Straight d20.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. I was just gonna say, if it were lower than a 15, something funny would have happened.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so while in the middle of lockpicking that for funsies, you actually hear
Yeah.
an alarm blaring.
Uh-huh.
An
Uh-huh.
alarm?
But it's not coming from the store.
It's not coming from the store, so it's not. So we didn't trigger the alarm.
Uh-huh.
Again, how long is this gonna take?
It's not gonna take much longer.
Okay, fine then.
Perception check, what is the alarm? Can I do that?
You actually hear it going off really loudly in the northwest.
Also, no perception check.
Nope. It's
Um.
pretty obvious.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to just run out. I don't want to just leave right now while the store is
Let's see here.
right. Sorry. Yep.
Hold on. You actually see the tabaxi lady like now just like running out of one of the other buildings. It looks like that was probably the general store.
What the heck did she do?
No, that's not where it's going from. The general store south of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. She actually like runs into you guys like, guys, go hide. It's a pirate attack.
Okay.
Pirate attack. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What? I just kind of nonplussed ask her what's going on with those pirates.
I think this is maybe the third time this has happened.
You have a pirate problem, huh?
Yeah. Here, I can have you guys hiding with me. I have a basement.
Where
How
are you?
powerful
Don't
are
worry.
they?
We're warriors. Don't worry. We have the might of gods on our side.
Okay. What
Also, real quick, we have the money now. Can we please have those healing potions?
Sure. Hold on. Let's just try it. Let me open the door.
I think you forgot to lock the door. She just kind of says embarrassedly.
She notices that her lock is that her door is unlocked. Like, huh, that's weird. I thought for sure I locked it. I guess I'm losing my memory a lot now.
I feel bad. I feel bad, but you insisted on just making it take as long as humanly possible.
Anyway, so so you end up taking the 4 lesser healing potions and the 5 and she takes the 100 gold from you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to your inventory. I'll go ahead and add the healing potions later.
Please.
Okay, so you're down to 88 gold. How do you feel?
How I feel?
Yes.
I feel like I'm ready to take on the world next time.
Yep. Okay. She actually tells you that according to like some of her wizard friends who are in the town hall, I guess, that the attack seems to be on the northern port.
Okay.
But she does warn you to like not go because like the paladin of the town god probably has it under control. Might.
Well, might have under control. Well, would like to lend our help, regardless. Might come in handy, having some experienced warriors ahead.
Alright then.
How powerful are
And
they?
does that conclude the session? It's not that I'm not having fun, I just don't
I
have...
know. But yeah, so
Yeah.
we're going to
I would like to ask the lady,
what is it?
how powerful are the pirates?
Let's see. I don't
Okay.
really know. I don't fight.
Do you have any info on that?
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Don't
That's fine,
worry.
That's fun, miss.
Just wondering.
All right then. So you end up quickly making your way to the northwestern side of town. You actually pass by the entrance of the mansion, and to your left, it actually looks like a church. The doors are wide open, by the way, if you noticed.
Okay. That's not good.
There are some let's see here. How do I say this? Warrior monks guarding the door, but they seem to also be waiting for someone.
Waiting for someone, huh?
Because they keep looking off towards the northern port.
Alright.
So you keep making your way north, and you, well, how do I say this? To your left, you see a rather huge, burly-looking man, squaring off against a what looks to be a half orc, dressed in holy armor.
Mm-hmm.
To your
I'm
right,
going to assume. Yeah, okay, hold on. Go ahead.
to your right, you see what looks to be over a dozen pirates going off against some sailors and guards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. So then, we'll find out what we're gonna do tomorrow. Or next time.
Yay. Alright.
Okay.